I'm bringing you my final Millionaire Maker Builds portfolio video on this little mini episode series. Welcome back to cryptogains. Is it sounding interesting? Have you been seeing the last videos? You do not want to miss this one. I am now talking about Launchpads right over here at the top right corner. Now, for those that are new to this, I've been showing you small builds, maybe 6 to 8 coins that you should potentially have in all different narratives in the crypto space. Why? Because times have changed. This is 2024. There's so much, what's the word that I'm looking for? It begins with an S. Saturation. Did I say it right? I forget it. There's too much saturation in the market. Back in the old days, 2015, 2016, there was like 500 coins. So you could, put your money certain places, have like 15 coins as a portfolio and watch it blow. Now there's 20,000 coins. So you have to pick out of 20,000 which ones could do well inside which different narratives, and this is why this has been a strong build. And if you guys have been following this, shout out to you. On the left hand side here, I have my all-time X gains coins, which I called along my journey, that have gone on to do massive multipliers. Things like Cheers DiCaprio did 1,800x gains. It sounds insane when I look at it now. Meta VPad, Shiba Inu 1,200x. Loads of different coins. Cardano at 300x because I'm buying it at a penny. It went to $3.09. Matic showed it at a penny. Watch the channel. Right, so there's a lot of coins here. Gala that I've spoken about. There's loads, and I'm going to add more to this, and I believe the ones that I'm showing you here will be added to that list of my massive gains. Right, so now we are on Launchpads. Let's zoom in because this is an interesting part. Now, Launchpads, I feel like we do need to be in them, especially if you're in the crypto space and you want to get in early to projects. I think it's a must. I think you should be involved in Launchpads. So I've got like 6 Launchpads here. For those that are new, you're probably thinking, well, what is a Launchpad? If you're new to crypto, and the best way to explain it and show you is this: Seedify. Seedify is probably one of the most known, respectable launch pads. I get it, it's cool. They've been launching great projects actually, so I can't fault them in that respects. But here's the problem with Seedify. Now, real quick, again, Launchpads give you the opportunity to get in early so you can get in on coins before they come out. IDOs, Launchpads, right? Initial DEX offering, I think that's what it used to be called. But you can get in on coins before they come out. You can grab a portion of them really cheap, and then they blow up massively, 100x, 500x, 1000x, and it's not even a joke, and then you make massive gains. But here's the problem. In order for you to get big money out of this, you have to have the highest tier, because a lot of times with Launchpads, they do a tiered system, which means the more tokens that you have, or if you reach their tiered requirements, then you could be in the higher tier, which means you can have a larger allocation. Take this for an example. Let's say you only had 100 tokens of Seedify as an example, and the 100 tokens got you in the lowest tier. You just made entry, or maybe they give you a lottery ticket, which means you're not guaranteed to get an allocation of the new meat of the coin that's coming out, but you got a lottery pick chance. It means if your wallet address gets picked through the lottery, then bang, you can get yourself a chance to grab some tokens. But they might only let you take like $2 or $3, or if you're lucky, $10 investment, because you're in the lowest tier. So if you pay more money, then you can get in the highest tier. And I think for Seedify, the highest tier, you need 100,000 tokens. That's a lot of flipping money. People ain't got that, because let me show you this, Taras. Hold on a minute, because that's his Launchpad. Look at this. So this is Seedify. To get 100,000 flipping tokens, which people ain't got, look at this. 100,000 tokens is going to set you back 178 grand. You need to be a millionaire to get involved in this, to get the highest, because essentially the highest tier might give you maybe, if you're lucky, a couple of thousand investment into a coin. So it's the rich people that are going to continue to make money off of things like Seedify, not giving the little people a chance that haven't got much money. So me personally, I do not recommend anyone get involved in Seedify. It's just a waste of money. Why spend 178 grand just to get a little 2 grand allocation on a coin? It's just not worth it. And if you're someone that's really trying to make a money here in crypto, and you're interested in launchpads, this is not the way. I'm sorry, I just got to keep it real. And any smart investor would say the same. Now, that's not to say Seedify is bad. I think they got great projects and stuff, but it's just too much money. So now I'm going to show you the opportunity where the opportunity lies right here. Why? Because the tokens that get launched on Seedify tend to come over to these ones as well. So whilst people are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars over there trying to get an allocation, you can get it really cheap over here and get in on the same projects. First coin, boom. Elixir. Elixir is a play-to-earn gaming platform which is bringing great games. Let's put it as Elix. I think it's Elix, but still. Elixir is a play-to-earn platform which is bringing great games, but they also have a launchpad. So if you come onto their website, look on the left-hand side, like I can come down, it says launchpad. You can click on that, look at the games in the back. Phenomenal games. So if you're someone that believes that gaming is going to be a big thing in this space, because I certainly believe it will, then maybe you want to have the chance to get in on the hottest games of 2024, 2025 before everyone else. And I think Elixir may bring some of these hot games through their launchpad. So they sold their token through their launchpad. What's this, 350,000 NFT holders? Maybe the NFT thing or something, I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention, but it says here Elix IDO. So I think they did sell their token as well. And I think that you're going to see more great play-to-earn games come from their launchpad in the future. Now, there's three things you need to know before I go any further. There's three things you need to know about launchpads and how to really become successful in them. Like, seriously. And I think the first one is timing. You need to have the best timing when it comes to grabbing these launchpads. Meaning, where are you buying them? Do you buy them at the top of the market? Do you buy it at the bottom of the market? Do you buy it when the market's getting hot? Timing's so important, because you might be in a situation where you get involved in a launch pad, you lock your tokens up for 6 months to a year, and all because you have to lock your tokens, you stake your tokens. A lot of the time, if you want to be in a tiered system, to stake the tokens, and then you can end up losing loads if the prices fall down. Meaning that buying launch pads at the top of the market is the wrong timing. I think at the bottom of the market is a great time to buy. That's probably your best time to buy launch pads, because no one's interested in them. They're just so sold out. They're very undervalued. You have the opportunity to get a bunch of these launch pads incredibly cheap. Patrons, I've been showing you, right? All through the bear market, we've been buying launch pad tokens. And even in the midst of the market, so when the market's starting to come up, that's still a great time to buy, because when the market starts to gain attraction, these launch pads come alive. They start looking for new projects to list on their launches for IDOs and everything else. So that's the best thing. That's the first one, timing. Second one is when knowing how much you need to buy. Sometimes people get in these launch pads and they don't actually know how much you need to buy. So you need to pay attention to how much you need to buy. So now when you get on these launch pads, somewhere on the websites, they should tell you how much you need for the allocations. This one doesn't. Does it say it down here what you need for the allocation? It tells you about the vested period. Sometimes they tell you how many tokens you would need to be part of the IDO, right? And so if you're getting in mega early, you can position yourself now to buy as much of the tokens that you need. What's this, vesting schedule? You can position yourself to have as much tokens that you need. I'm looking down to see if it says anything. How do I claim? Eligible to participate. Here we go. You must complete the KYC. A lot of them say KYC. That the Elix flasks are required to participate in the IDO. Each flask NFT will grant a specific allocation of $1,000 US. Okay, so in this case, see, you have to understand what you need to buy, right? So you basically take your money and buy the flasks to have access to the allocation. They're saying with each NFT that you have, you'll have $1,000 worth of USD to get entry to the tokens. But you can only have a maximum of 3 per wallet. So you might see smart people that do 2 or 3 wallets to get more. But $1,000 is a lot of money for a project launch, especially if you're getting it like 100K. Because most of these market caps are very tiny, like 100K cap. So maybe grabbing one of these NFTs could be good. Not financial advice, just trying to show you an example of what you need to do and know how to buy into these NFTs, right? So into these launch pads. In this case, they're doing it with NFTs, right? But look at this. And they might actually say you need to use the Elix token to do it as well. Sorry, that's on S Fund. Let's get rid of S Fund. We don't need that anymore. Here we go. So right now it's a 76 million market cap. I put it in the 50x range. So the good things with launchpads are you can multiply your money because the popularity of the coin will go up, meaning if the coin goes up by 10x, you make 10 times your money. But on top of that, you can still have that entry to the IDOs as well, which these IDOs can blow up. So I do like launchpads. But again, you have to just know how to play with them, right? So buying the NFTs is great for this one because, and if you wanted to grab and hold a bag of this, you can. Right, but I think the overall 50x multiplier on the token would do really well. I think people, once this gains attraction and people start wanting to get in on the hottest new games, it's going to drive the price, which right now is 5 cents. 10x puts this at 50 cents. I'm talking about $2.50 price. Roughly about $2.50 price, something like that, which is a 50x return, up to a 50x. And I think this can do it. And this is based on the valuation of this being fully diluted, 76 million. I think it's less. I think it's tinier in market cap. So that was an example of what I would use for my first launch pad, right? So, and the third thing, which... because remember I said there's 3 things you must know with launch pads. So the first was timing. The second was knowing how to buy and get in on these launch pads. The third one is knowing when to sell. Like seriously guys, you must pay attention because many people get left with the bag with these launch pads. Launch pads don't work the same way as every other token works with your layer ones and everything else. Launch pads have swings, right? They swing like it's like a wave. It swings all through the bull cycle. These launch pads are going to swing. What do I mean? Well, when they list a new game to come out, because this new hot game or new AI coins coming out, right? People buy into them, right? So it goes up, and then just as the launch happens, smart money takes profits and then they sell all the tokens whilst everybody's now choosing to stake so they can be part of the IDO. So you need to know when to sell with these. If you need a good strategy on know when to buy and sell your launch pads, become a Patreon. Highly recommend. Because one thing I've learned in the last 3-4 years or 5 years of doing launch pads is you need to know when to buy and sell the launch pads. I made massive gains on many launch pads. You all know, if you've been a patron, we've seen it. We've been making gains on these because we've been buying. You can buy like your allocation worth. Let's say you want the highest tier and you need like 10,000 coins. You can buy 10,000 coins to have the max allocation. But if you're smart, you can buy an additional 10,000 coins to ride that wave because when it goes in swings, it waves up. You've got a chance to get involved in the allocation because you're getting in onto, a bunch of tokens really cheap. You've got 10,000 tokens sitting there. And then when it goes up, you sell those 10,000 tokens. You make massive gains because the smart money is going to sell their tokens just before the launch happens. But you can still get involved and still make money if you know how. And I will be showing patrons this thing and, showing them when to sell because I watch the charts and everything else to let you know when these things are overpeaking and when's the time to be selling these coins. Don't miss out. Link is in the info section. Click it. Come over, check it out. Highly recommend you do. Right? Exclusive VIP partner tier unlocks all the posts. I got a bunch of tiers. If you want to go lower, you can. Each tier does different things. You decide what's best for you. And if you can't afford it, my CEO tier is the most popular tier right now. Gives you access to the VIP Telegram group. Go check it out. Millionaires in the group, smart investors. They know how to make money. The group never sleeps. People know how to make money in that group. That's all I'm saying because it stays awake all the time. Let's continue. Let's continue. Did you hear that? Anyway, next coin. This one right here. And I think it has 100x potential. Again, I get that you're going to have great pads that big YouTubers are going to talk about like your Seedify, but the money's not there for you guys. Yeah, what's the point in getting lucky dips or spending $4,000 or $5,000 just to get small allocate? It's not worth. You might as well just flip and wait for the coin to come out. Just got to keep it real. No point. If you're going to get in launch pads, have the best opportunity where you can capitalize on it, meaning the project does great, it flies up in price, you make 100 times your money, and on top of that, you've got yourself some decent allocation coins, and then you can make some profits as well. I think I said that. Anyway, ChainGPT. This has been by far, in my opinion, the best launch pad of 2024, period. Now, this is my fine example. You see tokens on Seedify. You got to pay 100 grand to get the highest tier. Over here, ChainGPT, they've been sharing the exact same projects. They got the links, man. They know the links to Seedify because the same projects have been coming over to ChainGPT, and that's not even a joke. And the people that have been buying ChainGPT really cheap have been getting the opportunity to dive in on these launch pads very, very early. Now they've got more coming down here. Take a look at this. Look, scroll down. They've got Omnia. They've got, what's this one? Kima Network. Kima. They've got Shieldium. Look, Earnum, Hybrid, Stage. This looks banging. That I want to get involved in Stage. That looks good. So there's going to be, and more will come because as the hype goes, more comes. Now look at me. You can see up here, my account, Diamond tier. I was able to get in the Diamond tier of this because I was buying so many coins so cheap. And this is my fine example. And this is my fine example again. ChainGPT blew up because I think I was buying it 2 cents, 3 cents. It blew up massive. I made massive multipliers, but I made sure I bought enough to be able to stake and to keep some on the side. So when this flies to the moon, I can make massive gains and I can be a part of all these IDOs. Trust me, you need to understand how to run with these launch pads. And this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give people the opportunity to learn and just, show you what I know. Just show you what I know. So ChainGPT is a good allocation. It's a good one to go for. What's the allocations on this then? So you can click on, is it Learn? Tier system. See this? Click on this and it talks a bit about the tiers. Let's see, you come down here, look. So, hold on, get in there. Here we go. No, tier systems. You've got the bronze tier, which if you want to be part of the bronze tier, you need to have, 2,000 points, 2,000 points required. So if you had 1,000 tokens and then you lock them up for a year, you would get double the points. Double, meaning each token that you lock up, each coin that you lock up, you get 1 point. So if you was to look, if a user stakes 1,000 tokens for 1 year, they give you double the percentage. So it works like you've got 2,000 tokens staked, but you don't. You only have 1,000, but they're giving you double the amount because you're locking it up for a year. Now, some people may not want to be locking their tokens for a year. You might want to just lock it for like 3 days or 3 days, 45 days. Here you go. Look, if a staker locks 1,000 tokens for 45 days, they only get 1,000 points. So what you can do is you could buy 2,000 tokens, lock it for 45 days, you get the 2,000 points, then you don't have to worry about being stuck in the launchpad for so long. But what would I do? This is not financial advice. Do what you want to do. I'm just giving an example here, how you capitalize on launchpads. I would buy 4,000 tokens. I would put 2,000 locked up and I'll keep 2,000 on the side. So then when the 2,000 locked up, I get a chance to be in, this is an example, in the bronze tier now, where I can participate and, allocation, what does it say? You have to look in the allocation stuff. Look, for participant in the first round, not guaranteed to all bronze. So you got to decide which tier is best for you, but you do get the chance to be a part of these things by, catching one of these tiers. Obviously, the higher tier up, you're going to obviously get guaranteed allocation and everything else, right? So, but I'm giving my example. I'd have 2,000 staked. I'd have 2,000 on the side. If this does a mad multiplier, meaning that the coin of ChainGPT goes up, I make massive gains. Look at this. Let's say 10x from now, 780 million market cap. This goes to $1.52. I make money. I can sell the 2,000 tokens. I can still be a part of the IDOs. That's how you play with these. And you don't even have to worry about the swings too much either. Well, you can keep buying. You could buy that extra 2,000, swing it, watch the swing go up, sell the 2,000 coins, go back down, come back in and buy again. Watch the wave go back up for them because there's a new IDO launch, sell the 2,000 coins, come back down again and repeat that like an absolute boss. That's what we were doing, man. On the flipping AiPads and all them other ones. It's coming. Give stuff away to you. Messed up my whole thing. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I think. This got 100x potential though. I think this can go to $7 billion. So times 10 times 100, 786. You'll make massive multipliers from having the coin, and then you can also be a part of this launchpad and get in early on the projects that come in the future. So that was that one. Next coin. Here we go. 100x potential. Boom. Solanium. Is it called? I don't know what the ticker is. Solanium. I'll just put Solanium. It's Solanium. So Solanium is a multi-chain launch pad, and it looks to launch projects on multiple different chains. But more specifically, you know the name, you can see the colors, it focuses on Solana, the projects that could come on Solana, well, that do come on Solana, and you have the opportunity to be a part of them. So if I click on this, and why am I so sure about this? Because they gave me the opportunity to buy Ether nodes incredibly cheap, and I had to rush and do it quick. No other launchpad that I could see gave a part, you know, unless you did, was it on Seedify? I don't know, but you have to pay again thousands and thousands of dollars just to be a part of it. This gave you the opportunity to grab an Ether node, which was the hottest project at that time, and you could do it quick. So because of that, I have to put this here, because this is telling me that I'm gonna have the opportunity to get in on new projects that come again that could be hot, whether it's AI, gaming, deep in, you know, because this is what this is. Deep in an AI helps with gaming as well. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. We may see, look, you can see the different chains as well. Look, that was on the Arbitrum chain, ETH chain, Solana chain, Binance chain. They're going to bring other projects in the future. Nest Arcade, didn't we do like 65x on that? Remember that video? That just went crazy. It's a shame because that has so much potential. But what I'm getting is that there's potential. Look, had you bought it there? Well, actually, we bought it cheaper than a penny. There's just potential. And this shows that they've been launching decent projects or just giving you opportunities to get involved in projects that deal with great utility and great narratives. Meaning that this Ether was a great utility for the node and it was a great narrative. I don't know what these two are. I'm going to have to check them out. So I believe this will continue to do well. Right now, this is... Oh, that's the wrong one. Go forward. This is a 16 million market cap. I think this could 100x. I think the hype could come. Solana's hot already. I think more hype could come for Solana coins. And when we start seeing new coins launch, I think people are going to want to get in on them. You'll see this come alive. Hey, look, we're launching this new coin. Come and get involved. And if you've got enough tokens right now, because, you know, if you come over here, you need to stake your tokens. So look, choose which tier you want. So you can, how'd you do it? Starting tier. Can you change that? So if you want to be in, look, these are the tiers. Look, if you want to be in the 4th tier, it says you need to have, what's that, 10,000 tokens? How much does 10,000 tokens cost you right now as an example? Let's go to this right here. Because it's been a while since I've done it, right? So 10,000 tokens is 1,668. Now that might seem like a lot. But again, you're talking about having the opportunity to get in a high tier. Now, there's not much difference between a tier 4 and a tier 5. And I don't think people should go for the tier 5. I think you should go for the tier 4. Why? It gives you guaranteed allocation. Not a lot of people can afford thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get in on the highest tiers. But tier 4 gives you the opportunity to grab some. And not a lot of people will be in tier 5 because they don't want to spend thousands. Gives you the opportunity to get on the tier 4. Now, all these other tiers, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1, they got to wait ages just to get, or if they're a lottery pick if you're lucky. But with the tier 4 as well, you get good allocation size, meaning you can invest good amounts of money. So imagine this, you invest in 10,000 tokens or a little bit more. Let's say you want to do 11 or 12,000 tokens. You put 10,000 locked up. You keep the 2,000 on the side. Let's have a quick look. What's 2,000? Look at this. Look. And then you just play with the swing. You just play with the swing. Your $300, it goes up. See what I'm saying? You've already locked your tokens for the allocation, but the $300 you're playing with, it flies up, falls down. You just keep selling at the top, catch the waves, right? Unless you just want to be a boss and hold it for this 100x potential, which I think it has got, which goes to 1.6 billion when it does that. So times 10, 163 million, like this, whoop, times 100, 1.6 billion. And then this would just be sitting on like $16. It sounds crazy, I know. But it could do that. If it delivers hot projects that people want to get in on Solana very early, it could really, really shine. Next coin, 500x. It's very hard to find a launch pad that I'm potentially saying to you can do a 500x big move. Really hard. So if I'm going to do this, I need to capture the market under a powerful, strong narrative that big influencers are going to talk about. What is it? Gaming. The narrative is gaming. What is this? Gamestarter. Now, I've been speaking about Gamestarter for a while. It's very quiet right now. People don't know about it too much unless you watch the channel. No other really big YouTubers are talking about Gamestarter, but they will. Because once they see the opportunity, they will come along and want to get some whilst it's cheap. Gamestarter is launching their own chain. Ain't it called the Game Chain? Here we go. And then you can be a part of that, grab some nodes and everything else. I think I grabbed the node, Patreon, you saw the buy alert, because I think it's worth getting involved in this. Who knows? They've gone on to doing successful launches in the past. I've seen the past launches and they've actually done really well. Can I see the past ones? How do you do it? I don't know. So, is it here? Finished. They did launches in the past that went on to doing really well for some of these projects. So I feel like they're going to continue to deliver more games in the future that can do extremely well. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. I'm just, again, showing you the opportunity. Didn't this do a 20x Icon X World? What was the other one? There was another one. It begins with H. A Web3 War. Was it Project Hive? This did like a 20x. So they've done coins that done more than that. 70x, 50x. I've seen them in the past. Look at this Prism, which is now Jill, right? GameGPT. They've provided great projects in the past, and I think they will continue to provide more in the future. And this speaks of it right here. They're up and coming IDOs, and this is probably by far the best opportunity you have to get in on projects like GameT. Is it GameT or GameT? I don't think it's GameT, which is like a hyper casual mobile play to earn type of game project where you can get involved and play hyper casual games. This is going to be your best opportunity, because let's say you only need 1,000 tokens to have the highest tier allocation. Right now, guys, I'm telling you, you've got an incredible chance, because 1,000 tokens, what does that cost today? It's $96. Now, that's not confirmed. You'll have to check. But a lot of the IDOs, they usually say, oh, you need $1,000. So come over and check the IDOs. They will tell you how many tokens you need to be a part of it. But $96 is better than $100,000 if you're going over to Seedify. That's what I'm getting at. You could grab more than that. You could probably grab $300 worth and then play with the other $200 whilst you lock that up. That's what I'm saying. That's what I believe. So 500x. Look at this, $2.9 million in market cap, 100 million tokens in supply. You'll never get any more. If you take the market cap, times it by 500, what am I talking? I'm talking $1.4 billion. I'm not talking tens of billions. Just go to 1.4 billion. I think it can do it. In a crazy hype cycle with gaming going nuts. Ludicrous. Was it? Mad, crazy, ludicrous. No? Bomb. It's been a while. So yeah, I used to do that. So yeah, I even made a song in it. Mad, crazy, ludicrous, whatever it is. So yeah, this is one I think is going to be has the potential to be a big mover. Look at this. Look, in the last year, it's up 233%. You don't see that in the normal stocks. So pay attention to this one. I found 3 that have the potential to 500x. I'll put a little question mark here as well. So what are these 3? I'm trying to find big movers. You come to the channel for minimum 100x. I mean, there's a 50x, but I'm looking for big movers. That's what this channel's always been about. Try and find coins that can make us massive gains. And they might not all hit, fine, but at least I'm looking for ones that potentially can turn $100 into 10 grand, because that's what people want. When you look at people that tell you, he made good money or she made good money, you want to do the same thing. You don't want to come in and just make 2x on your money. Okay, it sounds good. You turned your $100 to $200, but making your $100 to 10 grand, that's like, what? Or $200 to 20 grand, what? $500 to 50 grand, what? Then more people come in. Look at this. It's called, what's it called? GameZone. That's what it's called. I'm trying to remember. So I think it's GZone, which is the ticker. Now, GameZone is, again, look at it. We've targeted some gaming projects, multi-chain project, which is good because you need that. We've got AI. Now this is gaming, more gaming. And I think gaming is a strong part to take. Look, when it comes to launchpads, I know Scott, keep this real. I really believe that launchpads aren't good for all types of coins. What do I mean? Now, when you think about memes, Scott, keep it real. I don't know if memes are good with launchpads. I think launchpads work well with certain projects, because with memes, people just want to get in on the ground floor. And once if you was in a meme launchpad, a meme launch, and then your tokens, the launch is successful, you buy it at 100K, and you can't collect all your meme tokens because it's a vested period and you got to wait 2 years, that could piss a lot of people off, because you've seen how volatile memes are on the ground floor. People don't want to have an opportunity to see their $100 that they invested in the meme launchpad. It goes up to like 100 grand. You can't sell it because you ain't got all your tokens, because the IDO, the launchpad, is holding on to them and dishing them out monthly. I think it has to be projects that are going to have the potential to live a longer life form, or can endure a longer life form. Meaning that with games, they can endure the crash, meaning like you've seen memes, they come up, they fall down next week. It's so high risk. Gaming, because the utility is there and they're going to keep continuing to build the game and people can play, more people can be adopted to it. I feel like that's going to endure the cycle longer than a meme coin will. I think when the final bear market comes and all coins come crashing down, I think memes are going to tumble really hard first, because then people are just going to want to get out quick. But gaming, maybe, it might be a slow entry out. I mean, obviously all coins will come falling down, but I think that it can endure it longer is what I'm saying. You don't see them fall to zero. You don't see gaming projects fall to like 84k or 32k market caps, because I've seen that with memes. So it would piss a lot of people off if they had a meme coin in an IDO and they couldn't get all their tokens. But with gaming, they might just be like, meh, it's all good. I've got a few more months, few more years. It's cool. I'll just collect them over the next few years and stack up. I'll just run it for the next cycle. That's how I think. That's how I've done it in the past. So yeah. What was that? Let's have a quick look. GameZone. Let's check this out. So GZone. And didn't they do a partnership? I think that they're considered to be under the Bluezilla ecosystem now. I think Bluezilla took over them. Look at this. Look at the price. 008. Very appealing for people. Look at the market cap. 3.6 million. This is why I think it can 500x. Because it's a low market cap. And it, again, when launchpads come alive, and if gaming starts to boom, this is where they're going to come. They're going to want to get involved in a market cap that's incredibly tiny, so they can grab loads of tokens really cheap, and then they can get in on the hottest games. 1.8 billion, I think it could go there. So I haven't seen this website in a while, but I do know they're partnered or have some form of partnership with Bluezilla, which is one of the biggest launch companies when it deals with launch pads. And yeah, you have the opportunity to get in mega early over here when they start launching games again, and I think they will. I can't see anything right now. Hold on. All blockchain games. Let's click on the IDO platform. Do they have anything? I don't know. Like I said, launch pads are quiet now, and this is the time where you could probably, again, not financial advice, could probably be the best time to be buying games. Really could be. Let's see, look, the Zybot. So it wasn't just games. They're releasing like bots. Look, BRC20 Dex, Outer Ring, which they've changed their name now. I still like that project. They were releasing loads of different things. What's that, like a dating platform? So you have the opportunity, not just with games, to get involved in, I suppose they see it as gamified projects. Look, Move Z, which is Move to Earn, which is probably a bit low in market cap now as well. So you have the opportunity to get involved in these. And I think this one could be a big mover. But time will tell. Again, launch pads, it's all about where you're getting in on them. And you don't want to be buying them when the market's incredibly high and hot. So real quick, let's just have a look over the year. Look where this was about a year ago. This was sitting about 4 cents. 008 right now. 10x almost. No, 10x is 8 cents. 5x. So yeah, if this does a 1.4 billion, that's, hold on. No, 1.4 billion. Yeah, that's, sorry, 1.8 billion is 500 times your money back. $1,000 turns to $500,000. You make crazy gains. $2,000 is $1 million profit, but you don't have to go that big. So I think with this, you need 125,000 tokens to get in the highest tier, right? When it comes to this, you need to have tier system. Let's have a look at the tier system. Here we go. 125,000 tokens puts you in the celestial tier, and this is what I'm showing you, because now you have the opportunity to grab 125,000 tokens very cheap. Let's have a look, because what would cost someone, how much would it have cost people in the past? Let's have a quick look. So 125,000 tokens, $1,000. Because had you been buying that at like 4, and what was the highest this went as well? Look at how high this went, guys. This was incredibly high in the past. Look at this, look, right up here. What if we see this again? Rah! What if we see this go up to like your $1 3 cents? I'm trying to get to the tip. It's not doing it. It's like it's not $1.09. There we go. I got it. What if it goes to $1 again? Do you know how hard? You're talking $125,000 just to get the highest tier. Now you're talking Seedify prices. You're looking at this so damn cheap, so damn early, and for a launch pad that could come alive again very soon, right? So that was that. Take this. And I've already told you, 1.8 billion, 500x, that was that last coin. Boom. AiPad. You knew it was coming. I think AiPad still has the opportunity to change people's lives, and I think it could be a great big mover. Now, with AiPad, it works differently when it comes to allocation. You buy as much AiPad tokens as you can, and then you stake them. And if you stake them, you become part of this leaderboard, which I can't find it. Here we go. And then you get allocation based on however many tokens that you have of this coin, right? And if you, for example, if you had like 100,000 tokens, look, you can see here, someone with 100, look, this balance, the highest balance has got 578,000 coins, which right now gives them a score of 1.4, because this score adds up every day. Like you keep stacking up the score for however long you're staking, they keep adding more points. So you just want to stake it and just don't sell it at all. But look at this. If I scroll down on this leaderboard on the left, look, in order to gain the highest tier 1 allocation, so you can invest a good amount of money, you need to be in the green section. Look, the green section. And I'm coming down, look, already top 50 people in the green section. Look, does this go to 100? You need to be in the top 100 wallets to have the highest tier allocation. That's great, because people in tier 10 ain't going to get much. What, £2? You know, if you're in tier 6, maybe you get £4 or 40 quid. I don't know. But tier 1 gives you the opportunity to have the highest amount of allocation, which right now is 105,000 tokens. So what would you do to really secure it? Because I'll tell you, at some point, people are going to buy, and people might buy 200,000 tokens. I'm just saying. All of a sudden, these guys just get knocked down because that 200,000 comes up, right? So people are going to be trying to stack up their bags. Look, maybe it's worth. Where's the thingy for AiPad? Here we go. What's the AiPad right now is? Did I say 008? No, that was it. What is this? That's GameZone, sorry. AiPad, right, 5 cents. Oh, people put big money in this. You can tell. If someone's got 500,000 tokens, he's got big money in this. Look at that. He's got $26,000 in this. You need 100,000 tokens to 105. Was it 105? Let's just do 106,000 tokens. You need 106,000 tokens to be in the highest tier. It's a lot of money. 106,000 tokens is 5,658. Now, if you don't want to be in the highest tier, but you still want a decent size allocation, look, tier 2 is the top 200. So let's go down to 200. I'm sliding down on the left. 52,000 coins. Notice that the one above has 119,000. So this must be someone that recently bought more tokens. He's got 119,000 tokens, but he has to build his score. But as over time, over the next week or two, his score's going to jump up quick because he's got more tokens than these guys, which means he's going to be able to build his score quicker, which will take him up the ladder, right? And that's how this works. So we're talking about 52,000 tokens. Maybe I'll just do 55,000 if it was me. 55,000 tokens is $3,000. That's if you want tier 2, and if you want to go down to tier 3, again, you can come down like this, the yellow tier. So it all depends on what you want. But for me, I think you need to get on the highest allocation to get the most out of this, to try and make as much money as you can. No, for this one, tier 3, as long as you're in the yellow tier, minimum 300, top 300, 31,000 coins, 31,500. So maybe if you just did if you could afford it, 36,000, 1,900. It's still quite expensive for AiPad, but I think that's because people know that AI is going to be incredibly hot, and this could be the launchpad that really takes new people to a new era with crypto. Meaning that this is partnered up with thingy as well, Bluezilla. I'm sure this could be the one that brings a lot of new AI projects for people to get in mega early, and you make massive gains. So what's the last post? July 12th. Oh, that's just to do with KuCoin. Announcement, get hyped announcement. That was July 11th. Been seeing the favorable recent times. New startups. See, something's coming, guys. With AiPad, maybe that's why people are buying. Something's coming. I'm not saying anymore, guys. Real quick before I go. 500x on this. Look, 5 million market cap. You're still early. Look, you make massive multipliers with the coin that you invest in. Plus, you get a chance to be a part of the IDO. And yeah, you just make money all around. If this goes to a 500x, take that, which it could do, times it by 500. I'm talking a $2.6 billion market cap. I'm going to leave it here. Was it helpful? Drop that like, give me a subscribe. This was the Millionaire Builds mini-series. I hope it's helped you on your journey. I've tried to give you all the coins that you could possibly have to help you. Oh, what's that? To put you in a position. Hold on. AiPad. To put you in a position where it doesn't matter what niche blows or narrative. If the AI booms, great. Blows, great. If layer 1s blow or layer 2s, great. If deep in blows, great. You just sit back. And hopefully, with these picks, you could make massive gains because you've now got a giga portfolio that's going to hook you up for greatness. Wow. I don't know how many tokens. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's a big portfolio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50 coins. It's 50 giga portfolio token coins holdings. That doesn't make sense. You got 50 coins in your giga portfolio that have strong narratives for each. I think that's good. Yeah, I know 50 coins is a lot from what it was, back then, people telling you 15 tokens, but market's changing. I'm telling you now, the money's going to be oversaturated. It's not going to just lie within 15 coins. If you're sticking to your Chainlink, your Uniswap, your Cardanos, your XRPs, fine, but I think the money's going to spread across all narratives. And at least now you have the chance to make something out of this market, which could really make you massive gains. So have a look at the other episodes, look back at them, position yourself wise and good in these projects if you want to. It's up to you, not financial advice. I hold a lot of these. Actually, I think I hold them all. Do I? No, I don't think I've got any mantra. There's a few tokens that I spoke about. I haven't got no token for either, I don't think. I haven't got any Ondo. But I've put them in there because I know that they're going to do extremely well. And I think it's important for me as an influencer to share projects that maybe I don't have, but they can still do really well. Because, yeah, that's where the opportunity lies. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Go and enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. It's a bit better, isn't it? Cheers.